Let's see. Damn, my bad to the people that was watching on the last jump because I ain't even had my daggone mic on. Let me see. I don't even think I had my mic on the last one. You all right, Kaka? Let me see. Yeah, how's it going out there? How's it going out there? I ain't have my mic on the last jump, so we're gonna redo this. I just want to make sure I got my mic on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold on, let me make sure. Make sure I got my mic on. How y'all doing out there today? Okay, let's see. All right, let me make sure I got my mic on. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. All right, we good? All right. Yeah, man, today I want to be take some time out my day, man, to really speak on a real tragic situation to my brother, you know what I mean, and to myself as well. You know what I mean? He got a 16-year-old son named Leon Bowman. You know what I mean? I want to make sure I get this correct out to the people that does not really understand how I'm pronouncing the name. Leonbowling. You know what I mean? Leon Bowling. You know what I mean? He was a younger brother of mine. And the police say he allegedly is supposed to, you know what I mean, harmed himself, did it to himself. They're allegedly saying that he's supposed to have shot himself and harmed himself or whatever. You know what I mean? And my whole thing is I just want to know, why is the SWAT showing up to a 16-year-old young man house, you know what I mean, when they could have pretty much just called in or try to just simply knock on the door or try to defuse the situation. It seemed like the situation was not tame, you know what I mean? If that makes sense. To me, it seemed like the situation just won't tame. It seemed like the situation just was already out of hand. You know what I mean? But this pretty much what their report said. It said a 16-year-old high school student was shot and killed inside a Richmond apartment earlier Wednesday morning as a SWAT team stood outside the apartment preparing to execute a search warrant. Richmond police. My thing is, why is a SWAT team sitting outside of a 16-year-old young man's home? You know what I mean? I just don't understand it. They're saying that they was going to serve a search warrant for a weapon, for having weapons or manufacturing weapons or stuff like that. You know what I mean? I just don't understand it. And I've been knowing it for a long time. I've been knowing his dad. His dad taught me everything I know. You know what I mean? His mom is an older woman. You know what I mean? His mom is like a mom to me. She damn near is my mom too. You know what I mean? Like I said, she's an older woman. She really don't understand how the social media work or how to get on here and, you know what I mean, just figure out any of this stuff that's going on right now. You know what I mean? This is a devastating situation. Their father, he has over 10 years. I don't really want to put the number on it. That's my partner, but he has over 10 years in the feds right now. And I'm gonna put his information down there in the comments. You know what I mean? Once again, we from Richmond, Virginia. You know what I mean? And I'm just reaching out to y'all to figure out what y'all think the next step would be. And like I said, I know this brother. You know what I mean? Like this is a real close friend of mine's kid. You know what I mean? But I know him personally too, though. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard for me to believe that he would do that to himself. You know what I mean? It's just kind of hard for me to believe that when they was banging on the door, they supposedly had snatched grandma out the house, took her down a couple flights of stairs, took her to the vehicle and just put her in the vehicle. When to me they could have just, hey, grandma, tell him he got to come outside. You know what I mean? He got to come out, tell him he got to come outside, grandma. You know what I mean? She could have just walked up in there, hey, you got to go outside. You know what I mean? Who knows? It could have went like that. You know what I mean? So I'm just asking y'all to help me get a little bit more understanding on which direction to go with this situation. Like I said, I will be putting the information to the family in the comments. So if anybody know what to do next with this, please reach out. Thank you.